Fagbeja, and I welcome you to today's episode of Chronicles of a Nigerian Woman. Today, I'll be reading Wunmi's story. My husband died when I was 29. We had 4 children in the space of our 5-year marriage. We had nothing, and we were both semi-literate. Our church sect emphasized the evils of wealth, and even the little we survived on was what my husband made from his job as an electrician, while I stayed home with the children and sold pap from the house. He fell ill and died within a week. I was devastated and not sure how to handle my 4 young children. I didn't even really have time to mourn my love because there were hungry mouths to feed. Church members gave us what little foodstuff they could for about a month, but immediately after that, I was out on the streets of Ibadan looking for how to earn a living. In the course of thinking through my situation, I had come to recognize that meager earnings would not suffice. If I was going into business, I needed to earn well, or else I needed to find a good source of steady income. However, I had no skills that could earn me a good income, so I decided that trading would be my way out. But I had no capital and no one to ask. I started cleaning houses first. I would drop the first 3 children with one of the sisters from church and carry the youngest one on my back while I knocked on the gates of residential houses in upscale areas, asking if I could clean for them. At first, I got jobs cleaning compounds, but after a while, some people allowed me to go inside and clean. It was in one of those homes that I met Mrs. Ajoke. She was a pastor's wife, and after 3 months of working with her, she decided to help me. She took me to a microfinance bank and stood as guarantor for me to get a micro loan of 20,000 naira, which was a lot of money in 2003. I bought a bag of rice, a bag of beans, and a keg each of vegetable oil and palm oil. And I got a stall in the market not far from my house. And so I started retailing. I was extremely prudent and made sure to make the weekly loan repayments. And when I paid back, I was given 30,000, then 50, then 70, until I was able to start selling the foodstuff in bags and kegs. By the time the business was 5 years, I was the go-to wholesaler in our area. It has been 20 years since I became a widow, and when I look back, it is almost unbelievable that from that horrible misfortune came this abundance of goodness into my life, as though the 2 incidents were bound together. I have been able to build a house of my own, along with some single face me I face you rooms that generate monthly income for us. The last of my children is now in the university. I am indeed grateful to God and to Mrs. Ajoke, who stood for me when there was no help from anywhere else. What do you think about Wunmi's story? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to hit the subscribe button and to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos.